Hello YouTube, it is I, the Infernoble Knight of YouTube. As it stands, I'm coming at you with a Dinomorphia deck profile that I used to win a box at my win a box tourney at locals. 14 players, 4 rounds. So let's get into the deck profile. Dinomorphia deck, but yet we're playing Kashtira. Thought I'd give it a try. You don't do anything on your first turn. You know what Fenrir does? He grabs the Kashtira monster. Rise Heart, you know what Rise Heart does. Summons itself, banish another Kashtira. Mill 3, please. And he could become a level 7. Now for the actual Dinomorphia stuff. 3, Therizia, and 2, Diplos. Therizia to set a Dinomorphia trap from deck to the board, and then Diplos to send a Dinomorphia card from deck to grave. Rise Heart's very cool in this version because you can either make a rank 4 turn 1, or you can go into the rank 7, depending on if you want to use the effect to have them become a level 7. So you got a little bit of versatility there. For the only spell in the deck, 3 Prosperity. I used to run Duality in here, and a lot of games it never came up to where I would activate Duality and then be stuck with Fenrir's in hand. That never came up, but I figured, let's not chance it. Let's do more power traps. So our only spell is Prosperity. Search for the trap you need. Banish 6 from extra deck, dig. Our best fusion trap, fuse from main deck and extra deck. We've got the domain, because we watched Jujutsu Kaisen. Fuse using materials from hand, board, and main. Not as good as Frenzy, but it's a fusion trap, it's cool. The searchable Solemn Strike for the deck. Pay half, negate the monster effect, destroy it. Searchable Spell Trap Hate. Negate the activation of a spell or trap. Negate it, destroy. And destroy a Dinomorphia monster you control. This came in clutch a couple times, not gonna lie. The Monks Reborn for the deck. Reborn a level 8, a level 6, or 2 level 4s. You can't attack with them. And you can only go into Dinomorphias for the rest of the turn after this resolves. So you can do this on end phase, go into the 2 level 4s, make the Evilsaur, Dolka, or Logia, whichever one you prefer. Actual Strike, because we want to protect our fusions from monster effects such as Ash. Solemn, which makes me sad that I'm not running the ultimate rare dualities, because I want to flex, but Solemn's really good for the deck. Soul the Supreme King, because my favorite monster in the entire game is Supreme King Zark, and this trap works so well in the deck. Pay half your life, summon Zark, ignoring its condition to summon. So you can either bring out the new Zark or the old Zark. You run both, so that's cool. Whenever your opponent activates a spell card or effect, you can banish that and the Zark as cost to summon the 4 Arc Fee dragons from anywhere. So it's good Ash bait. Because I'm a broke bish and I don't have high rarity of this or high rarity of Diplos, I'm not too worried about it. But we're playing 3 Trap Trick. Banish a normal trap card from your deck. Set that same trap card. You can only activate 1 more trap card effect that turn, and you can activate the trap card that you set with that card's effect. So that's cool. It's got me out of a jam a few times. You can either get one of the fusion traps, Zark, if you need to, or my favorite trap card in the entire game, Ferret Flames. This card is cool as fudge. If the combined attack of all face-up monsters your opponent controls is higher than your life points, make your opponent shuffle face-up monsters they control into the deck. Except monsters with 0 attack, so that the combined attack of the remaining monsters they control becomes less than or equal to your life points. This makes your opponent shuffle, so you can get rid of cards that are unaffected by active effects, like Psychic End Punisher, the Guardian. I forget her name. Underworld Goddess, the Link 4. And it's a board wipe, which is cool. We took out the 2 dualities for Ice Dragon's Prison, and it came up pretty well. It was great during the Fire King's matchup. Target 1 monster in your opponent's graveyard, special summon it to your field, but its effects are negated. Then you can banish 1 monster from both players' graveyard that has the same type as each other. That's it for main deck. Zoom out a bit. 42 cards. We're now going to go into the extra. 1 Abyss Dweller, because you can make it turn on your turn 1 if you have the Fenrir on a level 4. Summon Rise Heart. Don't do the effect to have it become a level 7. So you just overlay it with Rizzi or Diplos to make Dweller. You've got the Logia. Whenever you want to Xyz using your Diplos and Therizia to go into that for Spell and Trap Hate. Or a Monster Summon. This is to help us with time. If you're going into like games 2 or 3 and it's almost close to game match over. Fenrir to grab Rise Heart to summon. Use the effect to make it a level 7, then go into Flare. And if you don't, and if it's game 1 and you have nothing else to go into because you didn't open up a level 4, you just go into the level 7 and makes it easier to kill the opponent. With our Sark Trap, we bring out my boys, both Zarks. The cards that you use to go into it whenever your opponent activates a spell or effect. Brave Eyes and Clear Wing. Also, I do have a Ghost Rare Red Eyes. I'm just too lazy to bring it in. I should do it after this recording. But it is what it is. Brave Eyes makes it so your opponent's Ash Blossom doesn't work. Yeah, Ash Blossom, because the card's ass. Yeah, that's all it does. Makes it so your opponent's 0 attack monsters cannot activate their effects. So it's good against Relinquish Anima, Ash. Those are the only 2 things, really. And Crystal Clearwing. Can't be bothered with monster effects. And Spell Trap Negate. Which is pretty good. Now for the actual Dinomorphia stuff. 3 Kentragina, 3 Rex Term, and then the 2 Stealth Bergia. You hardly ever go into Stealth Bergia, but I mean, if you want to, you burn them enough with Red Eyes Flare, you can go into this and then burn them some more. And it makes it so if you're too much low in life, you can activate Strike without paying the 15, so that's cool. Side deck. Side deck was 3 evenly for back row. 3 Virus for more back row. What did I switch this out for? I switched out the D-Shifter for Epidemic Virus. I felt like D-Shifter wasn't doing enough, surprisingly. Anti-Spell. Also a card I've been thinking of cutting, because it does stun them for a turn, but they could just... Cards this format are too much quick play cards, in my opinion. Because you got the Fire King quick play, you're playing against Branded Chimera, they have their face down. Quick effect, Chimera Fusion to do stuff during your turn. You've got Super Poly, which is also a quick play. It just, I don't know, I've thinking of taking this out to put in like Forbidden Lands. At least more protection for your monsters from Spell and Trap. Because when your opponent activates Triple T to search like talents to try and snatch, steal your monster, change of heart, whatever. Flip over Lance, save your Rex turn from spells and traps, which is cool. Lava Golem. In theory, this card is really good because your only normal summon is just those two. And you really don't want to normal summon Diplos. He's like the worst normal summon. Therizia is the best one. Also a card that just doesn't see play a lot against my locals. So I'm thinking maybe cutting him out for something else. And then the last spell and trap hate, because we hate playing against other back row decks. Lightning Storm, Duster. Also, with Virus, if you get the Zark trap going, you can tribute your Pendulum Fusion guy. That guy, because he meets the criteria, which is cool. But yeah, enough of me rambling. That was it for the Dinomorphia deck. I used up my locals box tournament. My matchups were Horus, Orchist, two Chimera decks. None of them were a branded version. And the last one was Fire Kings. But yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.